Hi everyone, Lynn here, and today I want to welcome you back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've done some crafty videos of any kind, and I thought it was about time that I would get back into it. Today I have something a little different for you. I've been working on junk journals for a couple years now, but I've actually have not done a video on any of them. So today I have this one that I would like to share with you. It's called Honest. This journal is made from a book, including the spine. I just basically took the pages out of it and wrapped it up in fabric, which I painted because the original color wasn't, it was a nice color, but it had some embossing in it of some insurance company, and I didn't want that on there. And plus, I was looking to do something more with earth tones. So I did paint the fabric, and then I went ahead and stenciled over top of it. And I'll just give you some close-ups of the laces and trims that I've used. I've got some Battenberg lace here, and these are more fancy trims that I had in my stash. I have a couple flowers here that were made with just layers of various different pieces I had. And another fabric, um, lace and some kind of fabric flower here. And this is like a little velvet flower. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's really hard to capture because I had to put all the lights on. I've had this in my stash forever and a day. So I've named this journal Honest. It's not a really thick journal. It's only about 1.5 inches on the spine. There's some more laces here. And I've used ribbon as my closure. This was wired ribbon, which I removed the wire from and just placed it underneath my trims. And yeah, so let's see here. This book is roughly about 7.25 inches by about 10 3/4, and like I said, the spine is 1.5 inches. This fabric here, this was another wired ribbon. It's not really burlap, but it has that look of burlap. It just has a real tight weave on it. And then you can see the side. It's kind of thick. And then it does have 3 signatures. This journal does have over 150 pages in it. So let's go ahead and get this opened up, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. And so first of all, for the inside covers, I made some Franken pages. I did this a little bit differently than you would for if you're making them to sew into your signatures. It's not a complicated process to do, and I will be doing a tutorial on it because I really love the look of it. And so basically what I did is I used some of the papers that I have in my signatures, the leftover pieces, and then some other pieces that coordinated. I'm not really into matchy-matchy. I do like coordination. So I looked for things that would go together well. So this is a pocket, and inside my pocket I do have a little booklet, and it's just held together with some ribbon, which, again, this is all stuff I had in my stash, but it just went so well. And I have this little card. I've had this forever and a day. I believe this might have been Graphic 45. And then some words that kind of went along. And this particular little booklet has a pocket in it. I've added some extra goodies in there, and I'll add some more in the back. Just haven't gotten around to it. So this is coffee dyed paper. It doesn't look like it because it's very lightly dyed, but it is dyed. And then this is a green paper. So there's actually 3 full pages, which is 12 sheets on here. And that goes there. And then over here, for the most part, I've picked papers from Prima's Vintage Emporium. and then added bits and pieces that I had from my stash as well. On the side here, I do have a little lace trim with a bead dangle. And then I do have a little flower here and some layered papers and die cuts that I had. Again, this is all stuff I had in my stash. I'll point out anything that I actually purchased that I didn't have. So more of the green paper. This is a beautiful book that I've had for a while now. This is a Stitchery book, and I really love the illustration, so I added it. And this is a large tag, notebook paper. This is pattern paper. And I've made a tuck spot here with 2 doilies. I have a large tag. And you could use this as a journaling tag. I guess I kind of make things, excuse me, a little bit differently. I make journals a little bit differently than other people. I really like the color. Because I'm less prone to writing in my journals, I like having the colors and the patterns and images in the background, as opposed to having blank white paper or, tea-dyed or coffee-dyed papers. I actually like the look of the layers of patterned papers. So this one is different. So, and this here is from an atlas, which I love this. I'm almost out of these, but I love it. It's just perfect for me. It's the colors I like. This is from a bird book. I have here a little bag pocket with a large tag. Ledger paper. Another piece of lace with the bead dangle. This is sheet music. This page here is from a botanical book. And I have an envelope paper clipped to the page. This was a find in a thrift store recently. It didn't come with any papers. It was just the envelopes, but I couldn't pass them up because I love the colors and it just went so well together with this journal that I was working on. I do use crochet thread for my to sew in my signatures, and I thought I'd try something different and add in some little hearts to cover the ends. I've left one side of the page longer. Actually, this is the original fold here, and because I folded it here to fit in the book, then I was able to have this long extension on this side. This is note paper. This is another fairly new find. I have a little pocket with a tag and a library card that's been coffee dyed, and this is made from a coffee filter. And I did back it with some pattern paper because it was pretty flimsy, but I have some other ways that I've been using the coffee filters, and I'll be doing a tutorial on that as well. And then I've just added some punched paper and some stamping of leaves, which I did cut by hand. More ledger, and then the other side of the bag has a tag with a rub-on on it. And another journaling card. For the most part, this journal is made with all the stuff that I already had in my stash, which is awesome because I don't know about you, but I know that I have way too much stuff in my stash. Whoops, missed a page. Missed a bunch of pages. And I'm trying to use it up. Why go buy more stuff when you already have a whole bunch? This is pattern paper, and I do mix up the paper with the cardstock. I do use cardstock, and not just for the outside of my signatures. I use it throughout my journals because I like it. Lace trim. And then moving on to the second signature. I don't know if I said there's 3 signatures. This dangle is actually ribbon and a bead cap. And again, layering of papers and die cuts and a flower. Another tuck spot. This is made with 2 doilies. And I mean, if you know your papers, you know that this is Webster's Pages, and this is like old. And a journaling card here. Okay. Come on now. No. I don't know why I thought that was 2 pages. It's not. This is 7 Gypsies paper. Again, another one of my favorites. This is all stuff I've been hoarding forever and a day. Another pocket with a tag. Or it's a bag pocket. A little bit of lace trim and some embossed paper there. Ledger paper. Tim Holtz cardstock with another dangle. Now here's something else to do with your Franken paper or Franken pages or whatever you want to call it. I did have issues with my sewing machine, but I'd already, by the time I got around to doing it and I didn't have any more scraps left, I just left it. Originally this was supposed to be mine, and of course it didn't quite work out that way because I have too many journals. But I will do a tutorial on this as well. It's pretty much made like the inside cover. And I've added a little bit of embossed paper here and a flower. Let's get that back in place. And of course more of the punched hearts. A large botanical page with the note paper, the sheet music. Another tag in a pocket. This is a library pocket which I've covered with paper. And a journaling card that I cut down, and again using doily and some punched papers. Tag with a rub-on. Journaling tag or card, whatever you want to call it. More of that matte paper I love so much. No paper. This is the other side of the large tag. More of the stitch paper. And moving on to the third one. I don't know if you can see this very well. I thought I'd show you this. I have had these acrylic leaves in my stash forever. And I really never knew what to do with them. And it just kind of occurred to me while I was working on this journal that I could use them in here. It fits very well. So lace trim, some paper, and die cuts layered with a flower. You can see that all my, the fronts of my signatures, the front page of my signatures all have additional paper sewn on. And it is sewn over top of it. Tag, notebook paper, more scrapbook paper, pattern paper I should say, large tag, and of course the journaling card, bird from a bird book, large tag again. Alright, open up. I like this look because I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I tend to not do as much journaling as a lot of people do. I tend to add pictures and do a little bit of journaling. Feather, die cut, little die cut tag, a large tag with, and all the seam binding is hand colored, and I do use distress ink to color these. And this particular part is 7 Gypsies, like pocket, and I just added another piece of leftover scraps of paper on top of it, and yeah, just adds a little bit to it. Okay, Am I not going to be able to open these? It's because I'm on camera, that's why. Isn't that the way it usually is, though? You get on camera and it's like you fumble. Okay. More of the atlas paper, sheet music, another botanical page with another envelope. Really, these are so pretty. Botanical page. So there's lots of room if you want to add pictures. Obviously, a lot of the pages you wouldn't be able to write on them as is, but that doesn't mean that you can't, use your tags, and write on top of your tags. I mean, obviously, you'd probably put it this way, but there's no reason why you can't do that. More of the note paper. Atlas page. Ledger, another tag, and another journaling card. Third book page, atlas page. So beautiful. We're lace, and we're at the back of the book. And I'm going to click this so I can actually show you the rest. This is my, what do I want to call it? My tag, that's got, excuse me, my Etsy shop and it has my Etsy shop and my blog on it, and does have the title of the book on there, and I did sign it, and I added a wax seal, which I really like the look of that, but I'm not crazy about the gold color. Oh, surprise. And then again on the back side with the lace trim and the Franken pocket. Easy peasy to do. Like I said, I will be doing a tutorial on that. Another little booklet with a journaling card sewn on, and this one doesn't have any pockets, it just has paper, and there is 3 full sheets in there, so that gives you 12 pages to write on. Let me hide that back up, and let me give you another look again at the back, and there you go. So this is my journal. It does have alligator mouth. It is available for sale. It will be up on my Etsy shop. And yeah, something you'd be interested in, go and have a look and see. I'll have the link down below for you. And thank you for watching the video. Thank you for commenting and liking the video and subscribing. And once again, thanks. Bye.